Okay, hey everyone. I thought I'd do our overdue video on the Strange New World Season 2 trailer. It is a bit overdue. But let's get into it. Turn that down a little.
Of space,
I'll do.
come together.
Hopefully that sounds alright.
So many crew members from so many planets. Everyone.
We do get a couple of new characters by the looks of it, including the new Kirk.
You know I've got this.
I don't see the point in that. I mean, the barrel roll, firing the faces into an asteroid when you could just go around it.
Meet James Kirk. You have an energy.
Some sort of sexual tension between Kirk and La'an. I hope I pronounced that right. Klingons are back! Woo! Nurse Chapel looks a lot better in this season, by the looks of it.
I used to think of myself as always alone. Not on this ship.
Three great wonders and great danger. The next great age of exploration starts with us.
Go on. Oh my god.
In the chair has their thing.
I would like the ship to go.
Make it go.
Now.
I want to make the ship go. Now.
Never seen a revolving door before.
I'm from space.
Okay, so it's nice we're going to see a bit of a more traditional Klingon. Although at this point, it would be nice. It would be nice to see some smooth head Klingons. That would be good. The Enterprise looks amazing, even though it's not the TOS Enterprise. I mean, it does look really good. It looks amazing. I can't believe they're going to add some sexual tension between Lan and Kirk. Or La'an and Kirk. So, Spock drinking blood wine. I wonder if that's the first time he drinks blood wine. Well, it's a Discovery verse, so yeah, most likely. The warp effects, the visuals of the ships going into warp, they look incredible. But it's not canon. I mean, I wonder if that scene where they're on the on that snow plateau or whatever they call it. I wonder if that's Rura Penthe. I want to make the ship go. Now. Silly line. And I'm surprised that Kirk doesn't know what a rotating door is. Or a revolving door is. Because, you know, he's from space and all that. I mean, but here's the thing. Do they not have stores in space stations that may or may not have rotating doors or revolving doors? Because, I mean, it wouldn't make sense that someone doesn't know how to use a revolving door when you can see it says push or pull. You know? I don't know what I'm interested to find out what ship that is with the saucer section coming off. June 15th. I am looking forward to this. I think you guys are as well, because it is probably the best live action Trek we have other than Picard, and because Picard has finished, this is probably, in my opinion, the most anticipated Trek. But I would be more interested in Lower Decks, to be honest, because I prefer Lower Decks. which I believe there is supposed to be a crossover episode in this season, because it was teased at, was it last year's Star Trek convention, I believe. And there is another trailer. I'll do a video on the other trailer as well, because that has that has Boimler and Mariner with Pike on a transporter pad. So there is a crossover episode coming, guys, which I'm looking forward to. I'd love it if Boimler and Mariner come back in time, and then they're on the Enterprise and they look at it and they think something's wrong here. Why does it look so different? That would be interesting. There are some characters I don't like. I'm not going to say anything because I'll probably be accused of something. So I'm not going to say anything. Except Nurse Chapel looks so much better in this season. But to be honest, I don't have much of an interest. I don't have a high interest in this show that would make it so that I would know the cast members' names. But Nurse Chapel looks much better in this season than she did in last season. I think last season there was something going on with the makeup and the lighting, and it looks like they might have dulled it down a bit and darkened it up or something. And she looks much better in this season by the looks of it. I can't believe they're bringing the Gorn in years and years, at least 6-7 years early. As far as I'm concerned, when Kirk fought the Gorn in TOS, that was the first time they had met a Gorn. They didn't know what they were like before. They had heard of them, but they hadn't seen them, which is an issue I have with Strange New Worlds. But there we go. See, Kirk doesn't know how to use a revolving door. See, they do have some outstanding visuals in this show. I mean, even Discovery had some outstanding visuals, beautiful shots of the ships, but it's just they were bad stories. They had, they didn't have a nice feel to them. A lot of it was boring or just. Sorry about that. It's just I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know why they did it. I mean, the war, it could have been a perfect excuse to change the look of the ships, But I'm curious. Is that Rurapenthe, the one with the scenes with the snow? Is that Rurapenthe or is it something else? I presume it's something else. But Rurapenthe is the one that comes to mind when it comes to snow-covered. And the Gorns that are more like aliens or Magog from Andromeda. I want to make the ship go. Now. Yeah, everyone does have their own unique way of saying it. Come on. I mean, seriously, born in space, you don't know how to use a revolving door. I don't know. I think it's all just bullshit. I'm going to pause that there. Paramount, you've done a great job with Strange New Worlds, but there are places you need to improve it. You need to improve the look of the Enterprise. You need to try and make an excuse to make Enterprise TOS style. I mean, at least get close to it. I mean, it was done with Picard season 3 with the New Jersey. I mean, that was a perfect representation of a modernized TOS design. So why can't you somehow change this Enterprise to look like it? I mean, a catastrophe or something. You know, have something happen to the Enterprise. It gets damaged in such a way that it needs to be reinforced, and the whole plating needs replacing. That way, everything can be done. But that scene where we have that saucer section that's crashing into the planet, could that be the Enterprise? No, of course it's not going to be the Enterprise. It's going to be another ship, maybe a sister ship of the Enterprise, or it's going to be that smaller version of the Constitution that we saw in the first season, the one that was crashed on the planet. The first time we see the Gorn, physically see the Gorn. But I don't know why they do it. I mean, why would they bother? I mean, it's just stupid. I like the motion blur. Again, the bridge looks great. The cast look like they're having fun. The crew look like they're having fun. But I mean, Pike looks great. Now, like I said, I mean, it has some beautiful shots of the ship. It's just that it just doesn't look right. It's not the Enterprise that we know and love. I mean, I know that they're talking. They made it like that for Discovery because they wanted to bring in a new audience, but they could have respected canon in a much greater way. I mean, they really could have. I mean, the war was a perfect excuse. When we see the Enterprise at the end of Discovery Season 2, well, when we see the Enterprise at the end of Discovery Season 2, when it's damaged, maybe they could have taken that into dry dock, and they could have, into space dock, and they could have repaired it, and then when it comes out for the first episode of the first season of Strange New Worlds, it could have looked like the Constitution, the New Jersey did in Picard Season 3. It really could have. If they wanted an excuse, that was their opportunity. That was their excuse to do it, but they didn't. But there are ways that they can do it, and they know there are. They can bring it into the story, say something happens to the ship, and they can repair it. Plain and simple. I know I'm repeating myself, guys. I apologise for that. But I mean, I'm just annoyed with the fact that they completely ignore canon. But they say, oh, it is going to stay with canon when it first came out. Before it came out, it is going to respect canon. But they haven't respected canon. They completely changed the Gorn. They turned the Gorn into the Xenomorph from Aliens. So what the hell is that? Or even they turned it into the Magog from Andromeda. Like I said, I mean, the Magog bites someone in Andromeda, and they lay eggs in them. That's the Gorn. It's crazy. Why do it? Why have they done it? I just don't understand it. It's crazy. But there we go. That's the video. That's the trailer. That's what I think of it. That's what I think of Strange New Worlds. I mean, I am looking forward to it. I did enjoy season 1, although there are parts I wish they didn't do. There was too much about Spock in it, in my opinion. They should, especially considering that they said it's episodic and it's Trek. And all of a sudden it was like mostly about Spock, and it wasn't much Trek at all. It was just a sci-fi action, really. It wasn't really Star Trek, most of it. Some of it was, but most of it just wasn't. And and I was disappointed with that. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I was disappointed with the fact that there was hardly any Star Trek, actual Trek. It's called Strange New Worlds, and they didn't really go anywhere, did they, guys? But anyway, I'm gonna end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making it, and see you soon, guys.